Hello everyone, it's Mercedes Guy here. Welcome back to another trip report. Today you join me from Dicdot Parkway and I'm taking a ride with Great Western Railway back home to Malvern Link. The Class 800s and 802s were built by Hitachi between 2017 to 2020. Great Western Railway have got a total of 93 IETs. I will be taking the seat here in standard class, but I'll later move. Before we leave, let's have a quick seat tour. Legroom is really good for an intercity train. In front of you there's a foldable tray at each airline style seat. They also feature an extendable bracket, which is actually really cool if you have a laptop with you and you want to do some projects on there. Foldable armrests are also present throughout the train. Overall comfort of the seat is extremely poor. This type of seat can also be found on the Thameslink Class 700s in first class and on TfW's 197s, and as well as the other IETs in standard class. Up here we can find some overhead luggage racks and a couple of other luggage racks towards the end of the coach. Plug sockets are also presented throughout the train, but underneath the seats. To the side here you can find some reservation screens. However, I did find them to be quite loose. We depart Dicdot Parkway bang on time at 12:30.
To be fair, I would have had that with the Alan Gray. If I got the job, but I would have paid an extra too. I told him I couldn't do the job for 6 months. No, and the fact that we made to make it into the finals, we moved 2007, 2018. Like, it's ridiculous it happened again, but I think we did get this year very lucky against like the likes of France, like and last night. But yeah, we used by the skin of our teeth. Yeah, no, true, but. Jeez, we were so lucky though. So many mistakes.
Our first station call point is Radley. This station can be served on weekends only between Hereford and London Paddington and from Great Malvern to London Paddington. I have to say the acceleration on the IETs is really good. Here is the dedicated quiet zone on the train where I will remain for the rest of the journey. In each 9-car IET there is a dedicated quiet zone located in coach A. Time for the toilet overview. The IETs have got a couple of standard toilets located up and down the train and 2 wheelchair accessible toilets located in coach A and at the rear of the train where first class is. I did have a little bit of a mishap here as I thought that the tap was not working at all until I found out there was a sensor on the left hand side of the tap. So in this case I am glad to say that everything was working well and was in a good working order. The tap is also extremely powerful as well, which is something that I didn't expect. We then find ourselves arriving into Oxford, where you can change for services towards London Marylebone and as well as the Chiltern Main Line, operated by Chiltern Railways. I also forgot to mention that there's a couple of window blinds at each seat which blocks out the sunlight. This was actually really useful, as it was a really bright Sunday. After Oxford, we then find ourselves arriving into Hanborough. Here is some really good scenery for you all to experience. I then noticed this. The IET's ride quality is extremely poor, especially for an intercity train.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
We then call at Charlbury. We then arrive into Kingham. The poor ride quality on the IETs is just really giving me a headache. We then find ourselves into Morton in Marsh.
Thank you.
I honestly do love the scenery around the Cotswolds line, especially on a sunny day like this, as it is very pleasant. We then call at Honeybourne. I also noticed that the IETs also have got some announcement glitches.
Worcester Shrub Hill, Worcester Foregate Street, Malvern Link, Great Malvern, Colwall, Ledbury and Hereford. The next station is Evesham. The doors at the front of this coach will not open at the next station.
So we're currently travelling at a slower speed. There is some trespassers on the railway at a level crossing, just basically playing around. So it looks like we're going to go a little bit slower than usual. So yeah. After all of that blunder going on, we then find ourselves into Evesham, 7 minutes behind schedule. We then find ourselves arriving into Pershore. This station used to have 2 platforms until one of them went out of use. We then find ourselves at Worcestershire Parkway, where you can change for services towards Birmingham New Street, Nottingham and Cardiff, operated by Cross Country. This station is also the newest station in Worcestershire, as it opened in February 2020, just 1 month before the COVID pandemic lockdown. I then decided to move to a table seat as the quiet zone wasn't that busy. We then find ourselves arriving into Worcester Shrub Hill, and in front of you can find a pair of 4-car Class 196s which are due to enter service soon. Worcester Shrub Hill is the first station to open in Worcester, which dates right back to 1850.
Please find a gap so the train on the platform edge. Have a good look around. Ensure you take your luggage and have the belongings with you. These are items
As can be seen here, the station is currently under roof refurbishment.
Apologies for the slight late arrival coming into Worcester. That's due to report trespassers on the line. A bit of passenger loading at Oxford. Thank you. New track manager will take over from here for the remainder of the journey to Hereford. Please note Worcester Foregate Street with a stop after this. If you're in the rear four coaches, you need to move forward to coach G. So coach G through to A will open.
As we depart Worcestershire Uphill, we then find the depot which is adjacent to the station, where West Midlands Railway perform heavy maintenance on their Class 172s and their 196s. West Midlands Railway don't serve heavy maintenance on their 4-car 196s, instead they only maintain their 2-car units here. To the left here we can find LMS Travels bus depot.
Please mind the gap between the train and the platform, and take care when stepping down from the train.
Our final core point of the day is Worcester Foregate Street, where you can change for services towards Birmingham New Street, Birmingham Snow Hill, Birmingham Moor Street, Dorridge, Kidderminster and Whitlock's End, all operated by West Midlands Railway. Worcester Foregate Street is also the main station in Worcestershire, although it is the second station to open in Worcestershire. The station is also situated right in the city centre of Worcester. And since we are fast approaching Malvern Link, I'll give my thoughts and opinions on the journey now. Overall, today's journey was rather pleasant. The GWR IETs are very well noted to have lots of criticism. For me, I only have 2 criticisms about this train, and that is the ride quality and the comfort of the seats. But to be honest with you, those 2 criticisms are actually expected on a GWR IET. I would also like to thank you guys for the 300 subscribers, as it really means a lot to me. This channel has come such a long way since it was created back in 2021 when Hannah Reno used to own it as a channel too, and it has now reached a new milestone. We arrive into Malvern Link 10 minutes behind on schedule. I would really like to thank you guys for coming along on today's video. If you don't want to miss out on any content that I upload, then please do consider to subscribe to the channel, as that helps the channel to grow more support and population. If you want to, you can share your thoughts and opinions on my journey down in the comment section. Thank you for watching today's video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it. This is Joe Mercedes signing out, and peace out.